Consistency! Basically, on this video, I'm gonna be telling you guys how you can actually be consistent at doing something even on the days when you are not feeling motivated to do it. Hi, I'm Laksana, just an average person trying to be consistent, currently got a more than 195 days straight morning push-up streak fully documented on my Instagram, you can just check it out. And I also want to be the best at helping people build consistency, not by giving them motivation, but by giving them actual practical steps that they can implement. That's why I rehearse consistently on my live stream. And hey, I want to say thank you. Thank you for actually caring about your life, because if you actually want to change your life to the better through implementing some positive things consistently, I actually really do appreciate that. So there won't be much editing applied to this video, but I hope you are going to be one of the serious ones that stick till the end of this video. This is May 26, 2025, and this is going to be day 322 of consistently helping people build consistency. So you know what? Last night I just got a sudden burst of motivation. You know what? When you just lie down on your bed and then you suddenly think of, you know what? You only got one life. You need to make the best out of your life. What if you don't have a fulfilled life? You know what? You need to change. You need to this. You need to actualize yourself. Blah 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 blah. And you know what? I'm pretty sure this is pretty much relatable to lots of you guys, okay? When we just feel the sudden urge to basically change our life, okay? So here's the thing. This is basically most people, when they got sudden burst motivation like this, the thing that they do is they just suddenly use all of the energy to basically, I don't know, maybe do 100 push-ups. Okay, suddenly do 100 push-ups, suddenly study for 3 hours, suddenly meditate for 30 minutes, and then basically just use all the energy in one go. Well, I argue that instead of doing that, okay, instead of just, maximizing everything in one go, okay, I think the better thing to do is to basically just create a small commitment, okay? So on today's video, I'm going to be explaining why this is going to be effective, okay? And also give you guys some of the example. Okay, so first thing first, what do I mean by small commitment? I'm talking about, telling one of my things like telling one of my best friends to just, hey, you know what, bro, I need to change my life. From today's on, I'm going to be studying mathematics for at least 10 minutes every single day. Okay, basically something as simple as that. Small commitment. Okay, a commitment, something that I say to other people. Well, it could be also, a self commitment. So, but to some extent, I kind of recommend you guys to just basically tell it to one of your closest friends. And also, the commitment needs to be small, okay? Just, 10 minutes of studying every single day. We do not want to go to the extreme like, oh yeah, 3 hours of studying every single day. Okay, we do not want to go that far first. We want to start small. We can definitely progressively increase it later. Okay, so now I'm going to be explaining why this approach is going to be even way more effective than just using all your sudden burst of motivation in one go. Okay? Basically, when you just feel motivated and do like 100 push-ups and 3 hours of studying, 30 minutes of meditating, not saying that it's bad, but actually it's pretty much unsustainable. I think we can all pretty much agree that motivation comes and goes. You are not going to feel motivated, the same level of motivation in the next 30 days. And that's natural, right? The problems comes when we just rely on motivation to actually do the thing that we knew we should be doing. Okay? So the question that we should be asking here is that, is it still realistic to do the same thing in the next 30 days? Is it really, is it still realistic to do the 100 push-ups, to do the 3 hours of studying, and also the 30 minutes of meditating in the next 30 days when we are not really feeling that motivated? Okay? Well, you know what? I'm not saying that you cannot do it. Well, I believe you can do it. But when the approach is so sudden, okay, you create some sudden change, like, oh yeah, from, not studying at all, now I'm going to study 3 hours per day. That's just unrealistic, okay? We are trying to change, okay? When we are trying to change our life, we are trying to change something that has been accumulated, okay? An accumulation of our habits, our experiences for years and years and years. And we cannot, the probability of us being able to just suddenly click and change it, okay? in a really extreme way is really low. The probability of us actually being able to stick to it. Okay, so that's why I recommend you guys to start small first. Okay, 10 minutes first, 15 minutes first, and then gradually increase it. Okay, once you feel like you are, feeling adapted to it, you are already getting used to it, you can progressively increase it. Okay, so basically, moving on to why creating a small commitment is going to be better at the end of the day. One, it is going to be even way more sustainable. Okay, because when we just say that, oh, you know what, 5 minutes, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes every single day, even on the days when we are not feeling motivated, right? We are still going to be thinking like, oh, you know what, just 10 minutes, right? I can do it. Okay, just 15 minutes, right? I can still do it. This sounds really reasonable to our brain, even on the days when we are not feeling motivated to actually just do 10 or 15 minutes. Okay? And here's the thing, some of you guys might say, you know what, I do not want to start 10 minutes every single day because, hey, if I only start 10 minutes every single day, I'm wasting my life. I'm wasting my days. Okay? I need to change fast. I do not have any time. I need to suddenly change, blah, 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 blah. Well, here's the thing. If you say something like that, here's the thing, on just because you set on a target of 10 minutes, okay, 10 minutes of studying every single day doesn't necessarily means that you cannot do more than 10 minutes. You can still do 20 minutes of studying, 30 minutes of studying, but the bare minimum is 10 minutes every single day. Okay, you can say something like, oh yeah, you know what, I need to do more than 10 minutes, just 10 minutes, 10 minutes is not enough. You can say that right now because you are feeling motivated right now. Okay, we are talking about the long term, the long run. Okay, and on the long run, okay, there are going to be days when 10 minutes are going to feel like so big, okay? So we do not want that to happen. We do not want that to happen. So basically, we are just going to be creating a bare minimum. And then if we want to do more than that, that's okay, as long as we do the bare minimum. And basically, why a bare minimum is really important, precisely because we can actually feel some sense of accomplishment every single day on a day-to-day basis. Oh yeah, I said that I'm going to be doing 10 minutes of studying. I actually did the 10 minutes of studying. Well, I did the thing that I said that I'm going to be doing. Comparatively, when we do not have something like this, we are going to be doubting ourselves, okay? Because we are going to be thinking like, how much is actually enough? How much studying is actually enough studying? How much exercising is enough exercising, okay? And even if we manage to do like 100 push-ups without a bare minimum, we can still feel like we are not doing enough because yesterday we did like 150 push-ups. Okay, basically when there's no bare minimum like this, no clear bare minimum like this, we are only going to be using our yesterday as an anchor, as a reference, right? And this to some extent can be not relevant because yesterday we got different level of energy, we got different time, different schedule, and lots of more. So basically, I think it's going to be better when we just have a standardized level of what is considered to be enough on a day-to-day basis. And then basically the last reason why setting on a commitment is going to be effective because there will be consequences. Now there's something at stake, okay? If you do not do it, if you do not do the 10 minutes of studying that you say you are going to be doing to your friend, well, your friend is going to be asking like, hey bro, like, do you still do the thing that you say that you are going to be doing? And it's going to feel bad when we just say that, you know what, bro, I stopped doing it. Okay, we are going to feel like, oh, you know what, I'm disappointing my friends. My best friend, he actually care about my growth, right? And you know what, I just do not want to disappoint him. Okay, so 10 minutes, just do it. 10 minutes comparatively, I just do not want to disappoint him. I do not want to disappoint my past version of myself too. I do not want to disappoint my future version of myself too. You know what? Just 10 minutes, right? Let's just do it. Okay? Basically, that's why even on the days when you are feeling not motivated, you are still going to be doing it because now when you have a commitment, there is going to be some consequences. Okay? And again, please do not please do not start with something extremely big. Okay? I really do recommend like 10 minutes of studying or maybe 15 minutes of studying first. And then, yeah, again, you can, of course, gradually increase. Okay. First thing first, we are building the momentum first. Okay. So that's it from me for today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also support my long form videos on Gumroad by buying me a coffee. Will really be meaningful for me. Just disclaimer, this video ideas are not necessarily mine. I also gather it from other YouTubers, other books, and also my own experiences. And yeah, join our Discord for today's Day Authenticity post today, May 26, 2025. And today's memes are post today, the third bird post last 24 hours, GMT plus 7. But this video might be uploaded like 1 or 2 days from now because I do not have an editor. Thank you.